I want to talk about some of the cultural shock that I went through when I first moved to Vietnam for work. And here are some things that I was totally unprepared for when I first started working in Hanoi. In Vietnam, people will literally ask your age, your salary, and your relationship status before they even know your last name. Most of the time, it's because they're trying to figure out how to address you since our language is hierarchical. And yeah, we're also quite nosy. The other thing is something I'm having to constantly remind my employees to stop doing, because in Vietnam, people are terrified of their bosses and their word is the gospel. I even had an employee ask me to financially punish them for their mistakes because they're so used to pressure. Like, I'm trying to run a horizontal organization here, ma'am. I do not want to punish you. It was this one time I joined a US tech company in Vietnam and they gave me a welcome gift on the first day. And it was a pillow and a foldable mattress. Now, I don't know if you guys were in the US and this is what you got, I think you'd think the people were crazy. And I was a bit like confused as to what that was supposed to be. But then at 11:45 that day, all the lights in the office went off and everyone pulled out their siesta sets and just went to sleep. 200 people in an open floor plan office snoozing away. I was literally about to heat up my lunch, so I had to eat it cold that day because I was like, I'm not gonna put the microwave on now and then wake everyone up. Speaking of lunch, in Vietnam, lunch is a group event. You will go together with your workmates and you eat together. They will ask you all the above mentioned nosy questions. And in the West, I think people will eat at their desks alone, staring at their screens quite often. And most people are just kind of rushing to meet the deadline. So yeah, they're just trying to rush through lunch. Another thing I can pinpoint in terms of the differences in the West and East work culture is if you want to close a business deal in Vietnam, you bet your sweet ass you're going to dinner first and maybe karaoke right after. So when my husband and I went to Vietnam for a 2-week business trip a while back, we had 38 meetings over food. And I swear, if the place we stayed at didn't have a gym, we'd be rolling back to London. I think a lot of Vietnamese people are shocked when we say a deal was closed on a 30-minute Zoom in the US, because that's just not something that you do back home. What else have I missed in terms of the cultural differences? Leave me a comment right here, okay?